Hi, I'm Michelle, and welcome back to my Slovenian kitchen.
Today I'm going to be rolling up a different kind of strudel, a savory one, wrapped in a delicate flaky crust and then stuffed with a hearty cabbage filling and delicious flavors of bacon and sausage. I think this savory cabbage strudel is just perfect for the season. This is my mom's own recipe, and I am so excited to share it with you today.
Let's make Zeljni Zavitek, cabbage strudel.
So we're going to begin by cutting up a head of cabbage. We're only going to need about half a head, and that should work out to about 10 cups of diced and chopped cabbage. And then we're just going to set it aside. We're also going to chop up 2 regular cooking onions. Moving right along, we're also going to need 1 cup of chopped bacon. And then we're also going to need about a ½ pound of sausage. My mom's using her homemade pecenice. You can use any sausage or any minced meat will work as well. Then we're going to need a pot, and we're just going to be adding in about 4 to 6 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're just going to start frying up our onions. And once the onions are translucent, we're going to be adding in 3 cloves of minced garlic. And we're just going to fry this together for a few seconds until the garlic is nice and fragrant, and then we're going to add in our sausage and bacon. And then we're just going to keep frying everything up until the meat is cooked and the onions are nice and golden. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new recipes. And now for the star of the show, we're going to be adding in the delicious fresh diced cabbage. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and season it. We're just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to bring the temperature down to low, and we're going to allow it to cook for about 30 minutes. And while it's cooking, we're going to check on it every once in a while and give it a good mix. And you'll know when the cabbage is done when it's nice and soft. All right, now let's get out our phyllo dough. The nice thing about this recipe is we get to use store-bought phyllo dough. What we're going to do is we're going to take a kitchen cloth and we're just going to make it nice and wet. We're going to wring it out so it's more damp than anything. And we're just going to be placing the cloth over top of the phyllo dough sheets that we're not going to be using. We don't want them drying out as we're filling and rolling the ones that we're working on. Okay, now that we've rolled out our first phyllo dough sheet, we're just going to brush on some heated olive oil. I've got about a ¼ cup of olive oil that I've heated over the stove. So yeah, we're going to want to do this in between the 2 sheets. So once we've done this, we're going to be adding on our second phyllo dough sheet. Okay, so now we're just going to brush on some more olive oil onto the second sheet before we add the delicious cabbage filling. And when we're adding the filling, we don't really measure this out. It's almost just eyeballing it to make sure that you're adding just the right amount, not too little and not too much. If you add too much, it could explode and it would end up being more runny than anything, and we don't want that. We want that nice, crispy, crunchy outer crust. And the beautiful thing about this recipe is it makes 5 delicious cabbage strudels. And if you don't plan on using them right away, what you can do is get them ready for the freezer. So you're just going to use some melted butter or warm olive oil and just going to brush the tops of the strudel. And then you're going to wrap it up nice and tight in clear plastic wrap until you're ready to bake them. You'll be able to find this recipe below this video in the description box, or you can also find it on my website, www.sloveniankitchen.com. And of course, I'm not planning on putting them all into the freezer, so we're just going to place this into a 350-degree oven and bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes. Every stove is different, so you're just going to want to have a look and see where it's at. You want that beautiful, nice golden color, and the skin's going to be so deliciously crunchy. Listen to that crunch. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this delicious, savory cabbage strudel.
so good.
If you enjoy watching my videos, please give me a great big thumbs up below. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new recipes. Thanks again, and I'll see you again next time when I share another delicious recipe from my Slovenian kitchen. Until then, na zdravje and dober tek. Adio!